Oh my god, here we are, another video. Let's just jump right into it. So basically, I have a video on my channel that almost has 1,000 views. It is the first of the 21 Pilots saga that I am currently doing that I kind of want to keep my channel with. Maybe do some music reviews here and there, but you know, mainly 21 Pilots. But I made a video ranking all 93 songs that I count. As you know, as Spotify released or officially released songs by 21 Pilots. I ranked all those, and I left out the live stream versions because I didn't feel like it was necessary to put them in. But now that the MTV Unplugged songs are out on vinyl, CD, Spotify, Apple, YouTube, everything, I figured I want to make a ranking of those. But I left out the live stream songs from my last video, so why not put them together into this video? I absolutely love the live stream version. If you saw my last video ranking the albums, it is, you know, an S tier album from 21 Pilots for me. It shows everything that they can do creatively and just on a musical standpoint. It's crazy that they can change songs up like this, and it's proven even further in the MTV Unplugged versions, which I put on A tier on that video, if you want to check that out. So basically, I love when artists reimagine songs and make them sound completely different, and Tyler Joseph is just honestly the best out of that from what I've seen. So this video is going to be, you know, heavily talking about that. It's going to be me ranking the live stream songs and MTV Unplugged songs together. From 21 to 1, worst to best. And on the video I do that, you know, is going to come out when the new 21 Pilots album comes out, where I rank every song up to that point, I will include these on my big ranking that I'm going to do when that happens. I hope it's this year. I don't know. But with that being said, we got 21 songs to go through. Hopefully it's not too long of a video for you to watch. But here we go. At number 21, I have the Never Take It live stream version. I like Never Take It as a song. It's always kind of moving around for me. I really loved it when it came out, that it became stale for me. Then I really liked it again, and now it's kind of in that stale area for me. I think it's mediocre at best. It's kind of, besides Bounce Man and Formidable, this one is my least favorite from Scaled and Icy. And the live stream version doesn't really do anything new with it. The background vocals are weird. The background singers are good in the live stream. I want to say that off the bat, but just the way they sing, it's super high and doesn't really match the vibe of the song. So it doesn't sound very good, and I never really find myself coming back to listen to this one, and it's a skip whenever I listen to the live stream album. I know I'm gonna get a lot of not hate for this, but definitely some slack. And you know, the scream part is cool. I wish it was in the regular Shy Away song, but it's not better than the studio version. And I just don't like the way that Tyler's voice sounds in the first half of this version. It sounds very strained and kind of at a different octave than it needs to be based on the instrumentals. I love how the piano, the doo-doo-doo, is kind of placed throughout the whole song rather than just in a specific spot. I love how it's kind of the intro as well. But kind of with Shy Away, Tyler's voice doesn't sound the best here, and it gets better towards the second half like it does in Shy Away, but it's just not as good as it could be, and I don't think any version of Chlorine will ever top the studio version. This one is good. You know, I like how Nico and the Niners rap fits well with this instrumental version of Ride. I like how it's reimagined, but as far as the reimaginings go from the MTV Unplugged versions, Ride just isn't really done as well or as much, and the overlay and kind of, you know, instant production they're doing live doesn't really sound too great, and the vocal overlapping just kind of rubs me the wrong way. The live stream version of Saturday is one that is interesting to me because I have grown a lot on Saturday as a song. It's one of my favorite from Scaled and Icy. Now it's in my top 30 21 Pilots songs. It's absolutely nuts that happened. But the studio version is kind of perfect for what it's going for, and the live stream version, I'm not complaining that it's live or anything like that. I just, again, don't think that these Scaled and Icy versions are being done to the best ability live in the live stream. What's great about the live stream, for me at least, besides a few songs here and there, which we'll get to, is that their past songs that aren't from Scaled and Icy sound so good, done in a different medium and just kind of mashed together. And I know it's the Scaled and Icy live stream, so they're not going to redo Scaled and Icy songs when the live stream literally came out the same day the album came out. That would be confusing. I just never really come back to the Saturday live stream version like I do the other 21 Pilots live stream versions of songs. Car Radio in live stream version is very good. Again, this is one like Chlorine where it's kind of not the same hearing it live as it is hearing the studio version. It just really can't capture the same type of vibe, and I love it live when I go see it in concert, the 6 times that I have, but it's just, it doesn't hit the same as the studio version. And why would a live version that is made into a studio type of version, really hit the same, if I'm saying that. So hopefully that makes sense, but this one just doesn't really do it for me. Now that we're cracking into the top 15, I have Jumpsuit / Heavy Dirty Soul, and this is one of the ones that I really like, but I kind of see missed potential here, and it could be nitpicky. I like Heavy Dirty Soul as a song, but Jumpsuit is just so much better to me. And this song really is mostly Heavy Dirty Soul besides the first, verse and chorus of Jumpsuit. And I like how they, put the first song from Trench and the first song from, Blurry Face together. And, they're back to back in music video chronological order, so it would make sense to have them together on here with the Burning Car. And, I think they match really well. I love how Jumpsuit sounds on a guitar instead of a bass, but it's just not as good of a mashup as I would like it to be, and I would have liked more Jumpsuit, or maybe the song ending with a Jumpsuit scream instead of a Heavy Dirty Soul scream. What I like about Level of Concern is the Live from Outside version, and I know you're going to be like, Randy, if you like the Live from Outside version more than the studio version, why would you have the live stream version kind of lower on your list? That's because I don't think that the bridge in this one is done as well done as well as it is in the Live from Outside version. And I think that the We Miss You, we really do, even though it's sweet, it kind of ruins it a little bit. It's kind of like, I don't know. I don't want to say cringe, but it's a little cringe. And why would I listen to this version if I can go and listen to the Live from Outside version? Because it was done first, it was done better, and the trumpet sounds better on it. This one's interesting. I don't really like Tearing My Heart as a song, and I really do not like the version on Top X Mute Math, but the Tearing My Heart MTV Unplugged version is very good. I love kind of the chorus that they do with it, and I love the instrumental. One of the biggest problems I have with Tearing My Heart, the studio version, is the instrumental, and it sounds so much better here. And Josh singing really brings it home and makes it better, so I really like this version. It is the best version of Tearing My Heart that we have gotten. Now we are getting into the really good ones that were hard to rank. I got Car Radio / Heathens from MTV Unplugged. This one, who would have thought that Car Radio would work as this kind of like a Heavy Dirty Soul style of music, rather than the kind of poetic rap style, and who would have thought that Heathens would work in it? The lyrics match up very well. I love the back and forth and how jarring it is from Car Radio to Heathens, but it also sounds like it fits, and I really like the vibe that comes with this Car Radio version. I don't think the vibe matches the lyrics, which is why it's not up higher, and it's kind of, like I said, jarring a little bit with the lyrics not really matching the vibe and the Heathen's instrumental not really matching the car radio instrumental, but I like when they repeat "Try to Think," and again, Josh's vocals really make this sound sweet because Tyler has a higher voice and Josh has a lower voice, and they complement each other very well in a way that I never would have thought they would. This one is kind of disappointing because it's like, I love The Outside as a song. It's my second favorite 21 Pilots song of all time. You know that if you watch the other video, but it's amazing. I think it's perfect. And the fact that this doesn't break into the top 10 is just kind of like, it sucks, but it kind of goes along with the same things that I've been saying about these Scaled and Icy live stream versions of songs. They don't sound very different. The instrumental is kind of weird, and Tyler's voice just sounds higher, or just kind of different. Maybe like I don't like auto-tune a little bit on this one. And I know it's auto-tuned in the studio version, obviously, but it sounds a little weird live. And I like the song. It's up higher than the other ones that I've dissed before, and I've been talking about how great these are. But I just think that it doesn't really compare to the studio version at all, not even close. But I do like it a lot because it's still The Outside, and I like how it sounds, and I enjoy more of the second half than the first half. But that seems like it's a lot of these with the Scaled and Icy live stream versions of Scaled and Icy songs. Breaking into the top 10, we kind of have the same thing. I have Choker, the live stream version. I love Choker. It's a great song. The studio version is awesome. I love how it sounds like Tyler is surrounding you when he's singing. I love the whole vibe it gives off. This one does the same thing. It's a perfect intro for the live stream, and I think it is honestly a great intro. If Good Day didn't exist, it would be a good intro for an album, but I think it's perfect as track 2. That doesn't really matter, but this just sounds very good, very sweet. The drums hit a lot harder, and Tyler's voice does, kind of have that same effect that I was talking about before on it. Sometimes it's not as jarring, it's not as bad, and I really enjoy this version. It's not better than the studio, but it's great. This is also an interesting one because I'm not the biggest fan of Ride as a song, but I really enjoy how it sounds in the live stream version, and I like how you can tell from watching, obviously, that Tyler is excited to sing Ride, but just in the way he's singing and his voice is going, it sounds like he has a lot of energy and is really excited to sing Ride in this new way, and I really appreciate it, and it shines through, which makes me really like this version better than the studio version. Probably my favorite version of Ride that we have ever gotten. Mulberry Street is an incredible song. This is just as good. I think they are neck and neck. Not a lot is changed, and a lot sounds the same from the studio version to this one. I really enjoy the "So Good to See You" part, and I like how the piano sounds more real. Even though it's real in the studio version, it just sounds crisp and like it's there. And the energy Tyler is giving off is perfect for this type of song, and it feels a little bit off, like it's supposed to, more in this one than the other one, and I like that because that's the whole thing that Scaled and Icy is going for. So while I don't think that it's better than the studio version, I think this is a very close to being just as good as the studio version of Mulberry Street, and it's great. It's one of the best things that came out of the live stream, especially the set piece that went along with it. The MTV version of Stressed Out is one of the best versions of Stressed Out we've ever gotten. We've gotten a lot of versions of this song, and I am honestly, I'm a giant 21 Pilots fan. I have it up high, but this song is very hard to rank for me. At least the studio version is all the time, because of how many times I've heard it. I can't really rate it critically anymore, and I kind of get annoyed when I hear it because of how often I've heard it. But at the same time, when they reimagine it and do things like this, it is just a whole other level. This MTV Unplugged version of Stressed Out sounds so good. Josh complimenting Tyler's vocals for the first time we've ever heard just hits a little bit different, and I think it's done best in this song out of all the MTV Unplugged songs. But man, it just transports you into what Stressed Out actually means as a song in a way that I haven't felt in years because of how often I've heard it in the studio version. But kind of piggybacking off that, I have number 6 as Stressed Out, the live stream version. I just think the same exact things I think about the MTV Unplugged, but I just think this one is a little bit better because I think the instrumental, kind of being a Fresh Prince, more hip-hoppy influence, really complements what Stressed Out embodies as a song, and just the lyrics in general, and Tyler's attitude towards the whole thing is perfect. I love this version. The live stream version of Stressed Out is the best version of Stressed Out, and it will probably stay that way until the end of time. Now we're in the top 5, baby. These are all really hard to rank. Any of these, honestly, could be my number one at any point. But I feel like this is a pretty good ranking. So in 5th place, I have House of Gold / Lame Boy from MTV Unplugged. This is one of the best things we got out of MTV Unplugged. While the House of Gold part is a little lackluster, the transition from House of Gold to Lame Boy is the best transition we have ever gotten in one of these mashups in a 21 Pilots song. It is absolutely perfect. I can't believe it was done live. That is incredible. I love this version of this song. I'm surprised it's number 5 and not higher, but the other ones are just a little bit better in my opinion. But man, what a good track. What a good one that's re-listenable, even though it's one of the live songs, and it's just a whole different level. It is so good. And I don't even like Lane Boy and House of Gold that much, especially House of Gold. The Shy Away MTV Unplugged version makes you feel emotions from Shy Away that you didn't think you could feel. I think, again, the instrumental honestly suits the lyrics more, and this version is way better than the studio version of Shy Away. Not that I hate Shy Away, it's just very mediocre, middle of the road 21 Pilots song. I know I rated it high on my list that I posted before, but I've changed my mind since then. And really, this has the playful Shy Away in the second half that you want, with even more playfulness from Tyler. But in the first half, it's emotional, it's raw, it hits hard. And I low-key wish that Shy Away was like this all the time. But, I'm happy with what we got regardless. At one point, I did have this as my number 1, but I changed it. Heathen / Trees is awesome, but Heathen / Trees is awesome. I really have nothing. Heathen / Trees from the live stream is awesome. I really have nothing bad to say about it at all. Heathens and Trees complement each other so well, and Heathens as a ballad is really great. It's one of those songs that works in any medium possible and any genre that you want to put it in. I love it. It's a great track, and it hits all the feels. It's like Shy Away, MTV Unplugged, but just better. And Trees is one of those songs that's so meaningful to me that it's kind of just, it hits different when it's slower. And we've heard Trees so many times live before because it's at the end of any 21 Pilots show. But hearing it in a different light, a song that's supposed to be big, grand, makes you feel something, can make you feel something in a completely different way when it's slowed down and sang as a ballad on ukulele, and I love it. It fits it so well. It's perfect. Our runner-up for this video is the live stream version of Migraine / Morph / Holding On To You. All these songs complement each other perfectly. The parts that they picked out from each song is just amazing. For kind of fitting the vibe of each one. And man, that segue from Migraine to Morph is just one of those transitions that's amazing. I put Stressed Out separately, but I do want to mention that transition from Stressed Out to Migraine in the live stream is one of the best transitions that they have ever done as well. Not as good as Lane Boy House of Gold, but it's right there. It's very close. So this one just hits a little different. The Holding On To You scream is incredible for being live. So this is one of those ones where you can really tell they practice in the live stream. But coming in at number 1, we have
Stay low, they say. Stay low.
Lane Boy / Redecorate from the live stream. I would also put Nico and the Niners in here as being a slash, but there's no lyrics from it. It just has the instrumental, so I'm not going to do that because that's not how it's released officially. But Lane Boy, again, not one of my favorites. Probably one of the best from Blurry Face, but Blurry Face is kind of ass, so not one of my favorites. But somehow, after hearing Lane Boy's done so much, so many times, the same exact way, this one is awesome because it takes Lane Boy and then kind of changes it to Nico and the Niners instrumental while still singing the Lane Boy lyrics, which is showing you that something is off and wrong with the whole Dima lore and storyline. And then Tyler goes into singing the final verse of Redecorate and just rapping his ass off, and it fits really well to the Nico and the Niners Lane Boy / like type of instrumental thing. And the Redecorate lyrics are showing you that Tyler is trapped in this thing that he doesn't want to be trapped in, and he's trying to get out of it by singing his own lyrics and not going by what Dima wants him to sing with Lane Boy. And the Nico and the Niners transition into that. It's kind of perfect. Like, the band is following Tyler and going along with it, and then after it stops and he says the Redecorate verse, it's like you can tell something's wrong, and then it ends, and it's just perfect. Like, you can even tell this is conveyed in the music without even watching the visuals, and watching the visuals makes it even better. It's crazy. This is the best version of Lane Boy. Redecorate's my favorite 21 Pilots song. I think this is done perfectly. I also love how in the live stream, it's kind of like the line where he says he would have made it if he lived on a different street relates back to Mulberry Street and how that was very propaganda-wise, and now Tyler's breaking out of this propaganda shell, trying to tell us that something is wrong, and then he just gets cut off. It is peak. This is peak. This is a peak 21 Pilots song. This would probably make it in my top 15 of a whole big list. It is absolutely wild. I got to see Lane Boy / Redecorate live. Insane. Live in concert. It was awesome. I love this one. That's why it's coming in at number 1. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Other videos that I've done are going to pop up. I'm going to do more 21 Pilots videos in the future. Let me know if you have any suggestions. And thank you so much for getting that video to almost 1,000 views. And we're on the road to 300 subs. So I really appreciate it. Thank you.